Okay, and we're away. We are live. Like I said, thank you to all those who've joined. My name's James Lavelle, and I'll be taking this evening's presentation. So, a little bit about me. The accent might give it away. I'm from Manchester. I served in the military for 15 years. The reason I did that because I left school with no qualifications. I had no prospects, no opportunities for the future. So, the military was kind of the only thing I could do. And whatever happens in the future, I'll always be thankful because it gave me the structure, the discipline, the direction that I needed as a young man. In fact, I think you can probably see some of those pictures there. So look, I had a great time in the military, but everything changed in 2011. My partner at the time, we had a baby girl, and the military is a single man's life, and it was kind of like it served me so well, but I wanted more out of life. I wanted more finances, I wanted more freedom, I wanted more time with my little baby girl, but I didn't have the right vehicle. So I literally, a couple of years later, I stumbled on an opportunity, seeing something on Facebook about a business from home. I thought, what's the worst that can happen? And honestly, it changed my life forever. I literally got started in the industry from the first day, seeing ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And I thought, if it's possible for them, then it's possible for me. I got to work in my previous company, and within 3 months, I was earning more part-time than I was full-time, which was pretty cool considering it took me 15 years to accumulate that full-time wage. And by the time I'd done 7 months, I was earning more in a month than I was getting in a year in the military. Think about that, more in a month part-time than I was getting a year in the military. Now, I'm not telling you this to impress you, more to impress upon you that what's possible in this industry is as simple as that. And I'm not an isolated case. There's success all over. And of course, there's lots of people who haven't been successful. But what I love about this industry is success is down to the individual. The opportunity is the same for every person. So I had a great time with that company, but just like the very person you fall in love with, it doesn't mean you're going to spend the rest of your life with them. So after a couple of years, I kind of realized it wasn't my thing no more. I gained some confidence and understanding of the industry, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I stumbled on this company, Arix, and I just knew for me it was the perfect fit. And every single level, it was better than the company I was at. But I had to walk away from a multiple six-figure income to start again at zero. A guy who does that is either crazy or he knows what's coming. And I like to think it's the latter. And hopefully by the end of this call, you'll understand why I think that. So we've had a great time with Arix in 18 months. We've had some huge growth, but we've got some real solid foundations. You look at this opportunity with this company at a time where, we're not only prosperous, but we're just really set up to win over the next couple of years. And you don't need me to tell you that business is about timing, positioning yourself at the right place at the right time with the right people. And we believe that time is now, and hopefully you guys will see that by the end of the call. So I'm just going to share some slides, take you through a little presentation, and tell you why we're specifically at this point now and about this brand. So the thing you're going to see about Arix is he's got so many phenomenal products and brands, but I've never been so excited about this product, what's launching now, because you want to be successful in business, if you want to be successful in the industry, you need to have a product that makes a difference. You need to have a product that stands out from the crowd. If you can add to that product the ability for the representatives, the people who market the product, to make some serious money, if you can add to that a system that teaches them, then you've got a perfect storm of opportunity for the customer and a perfect storm of opportunity for the representative. And that's what we've got. So I'm excited for you guys on this call to see. I've been in the industry 4 years. I've had huge success in both companies I've been in, but I've also had huge learning experiences. So what you're going to see today is the culmination of that experience. I'm not only excited about what we've got, anyone can be excited. I've got total confidence and clarity about what's coming in the next couple of months and years. And you guys, if you so decide, can be a part of that. So a little bit about Arix. In short, over 100 years old, the industry is 180 billion in annual sales. Think about that. McDonald's annually is 24 billion, yet this industry is 180 billion. Just give you the size of the magnitude of the industry. Arix is in the top 100 companies worldwide, and there's thousands of them, and that happened in its first year. We have the Bill of Rights, which I'll talk about in a minute, and it was voted the #1 compensation plan. The term compensation means if you're going to give up your time and energy, you're going to be compensated for that. So the #1 pay, if you like, award-winning products, and the list goes on. And these are the sorts of things you should be looking at when selecting an opportunity. Okay, the Bill of Rights, I'm just going to skim over this, but essentially it's legal protection for your business. And a lot of people don't care about this stuff until something happens to the business. So it's your reassurance to know if you're going to build the business over the next 5, 10, 15 years that you're protected. It's your business and the company can't do things without consulting top field leaders. So it's a phenomenal document, and it's really important. And I wouldn't be with a company that doesn't have this, because if you can build the business but it ain't your business, then you put yourself at risk. So just understand, you don't have to understand all the legal jargon, but just know that your business is protected. Okay, the compensation plan, in simple terms. Compensation plans are not a matter of opinion, they're a matter of mathematics. One either pays more than the other or one pays less than the other. It's simple maths. And there's no compensation plan in the industry of all the thousands of companies that pays more than us. We've just won again, been awarded again the #1 compensation plan. The Activate compensation plan, again, is patent pending. So other companies can't copy what we do. It pays out more than anyone else in the industry. That might be of interest to you, because if you're looking for part-time money or full-time money, then you're in the right place, because like I said, no one pays more than us. Okay, this next thing again, and they call us the industry disruptors. We're the Apple of this industry. We're the Tesla, we're the Airbnb, because we do things different. And Founders Club is another example of that. So what they offer, as well as you building your own business, to the top leaders in the market. So think about the top leaders and maybe in some of the companies. They can offer you to become a part of the Founders Club, where you can be pivotal in making decisions, you can be integral in shaping the direction of the company, but also beyond that, the company will share their profits with you. I was fortunate enough to be awarded a Founder of Europe. I was the fastest ever founder in the company. And what that means essentially, as well as my business, as the company grows in Europe each year, they will give me a dividend. I don't have to qualify for it. I don't have to do anything for it. Just as by virtue that I'm part of the Founders Club, I get a dividend each year. As the company grows, so does that dividend. What's more important than that is the fact that it's willable. So if anything happens to me, my daughter's financial future is already secured, which is why I got in this industry. We all want that for our kids, right? So it's a beautiful thing, Founders Club, and we'll make probably 5 to 10 founders over the next few years as well. So if you've been in the industry or you have big aspirations, you feel that you can build big, then you could really put yourself in the picture for that. Okay, so the beauty of Arix is all these phenomenal brands. Imagine stepping into a shopping mall and then basically seeing these 6 individual shops. So yes, they're under the Arix umbrella, but they're all individual brands with their own marketing, with their own websites and things like that. The reason why that's beautiful is most companies, they might have a multitude of products, but they just have one brand, if you like. With Arix, they're these standalone brands. So if something happens to one brand, we still have 5 other brands. That gives us strength and flexibility. So you've got the skincare range, you've got the nutritional range, you've got Purity, which is air filtration and water filtration, big market at the minute. You've got Revive, which is personal care. You've got the essential oils, and you've got Slenderize. So what happened on our journey with so many phenomenal products, it became almost like a scatter focus. And scatter focus in business gives you scattered results. So we decided right now, as a company have launched a new product, we've decided to align ourselves with one brand, one focus, one system, and one way how to grow a business. Because that's what people do. If you focus on one thing, then you can really take that to the next level rather than being a jack of all trades. So even if you don't really connect with what you see tonight, just know that there's other phenomenal products in Arix. But the reason I chose this brand is we studied market trends. Business is as simple as this. Find a problem. If you solve it, a consumer will pay you for that. So you've got to understand what the biggest problems are. And as we started to look, not just in the company, but outside of the company, the stats were alarming. So obesity rates in many European regions have more than tripled since the 1980s. That's an epidemic. Literally, you can start to understand about why the weight loss industry makes so much money. The global weight loss industry is worth 220 billion. The UK diet industry alone is worth 2 billion a year. And listen to these stats: 2/3 of Brits are on a diet most of the time. It's insane. Most people you probably know are on some sort of diet or thinking about their weight. And it even says there, another stat to back it up, only 5% of women never worry about their weight. So if you're looking for a business opportunity, if you're looking to step into a sector, then the weight loss industry is huge. literally. And if you think about the companies in the UK at the minute, if you're familiar with the industry, which are growing really quickly, is the weight loss industry. Now, the problem with the weight loss industry, and I was a PT in the military as well for the second 7 years, so I'm kind of like passionate about helping people get results. I like to keep in shape myself, but I used to see these same problems. And the diet industry, to be honest, it's a bit of a con because most people pile the weight back on. In fact, stats show that over 95% of people end up at the same weight or over that weight within 2 years. Why is that? Maybe some bad habits, yeah, people slip back into, but there's more to it than that. I think a lot of the cases are, you see the plans out there, it's meal replacement, crash diets, basic calories in and calories out. It's kind of the same thing, but wrapped up in different packages. And that can work short term, but it doesn't always work long term. Because let me tell you this, all weight loss products are not made equal. In simple terms, there's more than one reason why people lose weight or gain weight. It's not as simple as calories in, calories out. There can be all sorts of issues hormonally. There can be all sorts of things with the body, with it being out of balance. Certain foods can have a different impact on the body. So there's all these considerations that most people who go on diets don't really consider because they're sucked into by marketing by these companies. So that's the real problem, is that most diets are the same. So everyone in the weight loss industry, what I observe is basically they're doing the same: calories in, calories out, meal replacements. Short-term solutions give you short-term results, but we can get long-term results. Because what has happened with our company, it took them a couple of years to formulate. There's doctors involved, there's scientists, there's some of the most regarded health professionals in the world, and they formulated these products, the DNA24, the day and night advancement system, these drops. And I just want to talk to you about the difference in these drops, because these are scientifically proven and these are completely natural. So as well as having a great impact on the body, helping people change the shape, they're not only safe, but beneficial for the body as well. So when we talk about some of these weight loss products on the market, most of them kind of do the same thing. They calories in, calories out, or there's some drinks out there that suppress the appetite. So there's only one prong, there's only one string to the bow, if you like. And remember, people lose weight and gain weight for different reasons, and suppressing the appetite might not be enough, especially if the hormones are out of whack. So the DNA24 difference is this product reduces sugar cravings. So people who are on it find that they're not craving sugar as much, which we know can be detrimental to any weight loss journey. It does naturally suppress the appetite. The rebalance of hormones, no other weight loss system out there does that I'm aware of. Anyway, the rebalance of hormones, so it resets the body, and if the body's at its best, then it can help cope with weight loss. It's more effective at weight loss. Boosting metabolism, healthy digestion, again, which is important if you're going to embark on any weight loss journey. There's no crash diets with this. There's no replacing meals or counting sins and all that type of stuff. Yes, there's a plan that people can follow. Yes, there's healthy eating ideas, but the genius is in those drops and the impact it has on the body. Better sleep as well. Do you know that if you don't sleep, it has a direct impact on your ability to lose weight, because you release more of the stress hormone, which is cortisol, again, which has an impact on weight loss. And night drops help people sleep as well. So if you're embarking on this journey, not only are you going to get insane results with losing weight, people are going to get better sleep and be less stressed as well. So with this, because of all these different elements, like I said, some of the products on the market are a little bit one-dimensional. Because of all these different elements to the DNA24, they get results for all body types. And the important thing, and you'll always see this with Arix and the seal of approval, these are high-end products, the finest ingredients in the world, never anything toxic or no nasties. They're completely natural ingredients. So you must understand what you're looking at now is a completely unique product to a very, very serious problem in the industry. So we've got some stats to back it up as well, some of the own research we've done, and we've got some independent research. On the 28-day plan, without starving yourself, without doing these crash diets, without doing crazy meal replacements and eating 3 bars a day, the 28 days average weight loss is about 12.7 pounds, 5.8 kilos as well. And you can see the difference for men and the difference for women as well. So that's the 28 days average weight loss. Again, some people will lose more, some people will lose less. There's the average. What's more important than weight being lost is the measurements, the shape, they change the shape of the body. That's what I always look for in my customers. And in 28 days, the average centimetre loss on a 28-day plan is 27.6 centimetres. Imagine losing those centimeters in and around the body in the areas that you didn't want to store that fat. So that's powerful stuff for us, and it's great sense of satisfaction when we help our customers to lose them centimeters. Okay, so there's more detail available on the products. I've only got kind of 20 minutes on this call from start to finish, so I can't go into too much detail. But if you're that way inclined and you want to know all the stuff, you want to know all the ingredients, and that stuff is available, go back to the person who got you on this call and say, hey, I want to know a little bit more about the products. But rest assured, I promise you, when you do your research, you'll start to understand what we do and know that it is a completely unique product. It's a standalone product in the industry, and that's why it's about to go crazy. And we invite you to be a part of that, because in simple terms, we're going to help people get healthy, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to become wealthy. So who wants to earn $1,000 per month part-time? The reason I say that amount is some people earn a lot more, some people earn less, but it's kind of an amount where I think that if people have got other stuff going on, £1,000 to the average UK family can have a huge impact, you know. So that's what we're trying to help people do, help the masses earn between £500 and £1,000 a month part-time. And like I said, that can have a big impact. Okay, so I don't want to go into too much technically, but in simple terms, you can enroll with a pack. So you can get a 3-pack. And what the company have done now is they've done a loss leader. So they're allowing us to promote this and say, hey, look, we're really serious about this product. We want to help lots of other people, you know, get in the right sort of shape and be healthy with this product. But we want to help our representatives build a business from it as well. So you could buy a 3-pack of these day and night drops. So 3 of these babies, essentially. And then you could retail them at full retail, which is £130. If you did that, it'd be £191 profit per pack. So I'm not the best at maths, but I worked it out before. That's £764 cash every 4 weeks if you sold a 3-pack of them a week. So 3 customers a week, essentially. If you add some commissions to that, so not only have you got the cash element, but the commissions is where obviously there's pounds equal points, and you're paid on that as well. I don't want to get too technical, but in simple terms, you can get some commissions on that as well. So it's paid into your business. It could be on that specifically, £92 or £184, depending on the way that the pack was purchased. That will give you a grand total of cash, 764 plus 92. So that could be £856 profit, or if it was done the other way, it'd still be £764 cash and then £184 commissions, which will be £948 profit. Now, bear in mind, that's with no team. That's an individual just selling a 3-pack of those a week. And think about that. Do you know anyone who wants to lose weight? Yeah, absolutely. Nearly 60% of the UK embarked on some sort of diet last year. So if you think about that, that's tens of millions of people who are looking for weight loss solutions. And we've just identified that there's no other weight loss product on the market that does what DNA24 does. So there's option 1. What the great thing with the company is they allow flexibility. So they allow people to, I'm just going to go to option B, sorry. They allow the rep a bit of flexibility to say, okay, so we recommend you retail at 130. If you was buying it individually, that's what it would be. But they give you a bit of flexibility. They allow you to forfeit a bit of your profit to allow your customer to get a better deal. So even if you just sold it at £100 or £99, that would be £101 profit per pack. That will be £404 every 4 weeks cash profit, just by selling a 3-pack of that a week. Commissions on top. Again, you could either earn £496 in the month, or if it was paid in a different way, £588. So there's 2 different ways there. Essentially, by selling a 3-pack a week, you can earn between £500 and £1,000, depending on which way you skin the cat. It really is that simple. And again, just through retailing a great product. No team building, no anything. Now, if you build a team, wow, that's when it can start to get crazy. So this is just one bonus. We pay 8 bonuses. This is just one of them. And I wanted to put this up to give you an example of the power of this industry. That selling there and that you getting customers is going to pay you well. But the real genius, the residual income, building a team and teaching them to do the same thing. Help people get what they want and you get more of what you want. So let me just tell you this now. Think about 3 friends who wanted to do this business. If you brought them into your business, they would be your first generation. That's what we call it. So you help them gain like a check at the end of the week, and you'll be paid 15% of what they earned. So if they earn 1,000, you get paid 15% additionally from the company. It doesn't come off them. The company just pay you the 15%. So that will be 150. If they brought people in, that would be your second generation. So this is all done on a computer. You don't have to worry about it. You would get 10% of what they did. So if they earn 1,000, you'd earn 100 of that 1,000. Third generation, 5%. Fourth generation, 5%. All the way down to 7 generations, 5%. So what that means, if you build a team and it kind of duplicates, that's what we call it, you can get paid on all those levels. I've currently got 1,500 members in my organization. So every time a product's sold, as well as me doing my own stuff, I get paid all over again. Residual income, build it well once, build it big once, and you never have to worry about an income again. That's the power of this industry. Okay, so how to get started? There's a couple of ways, and I just want to show you how simple it is, because we've actually come up with a system where you today, if you're willing to invest in a pack, is that you can get your pack for free, get a free product, and make £60 cash. I'm going to say that again. Get your pack for free, get a business for free, and get £60 cash in your pocket. That's the system we've created. So think about this. A 3-pack of this costs £199. And remember, you can sell each individual one for £130 each. That's cash profit, and then you're going to get some commissions. So just think about this with enrolling in the business today. You get a 3-pack of this. You then, 2 of the packs, you sell to your friends or to people who want to lose weight. Do you know, out of all your Facebook, out of all your contacts, all the people you know 2 people who want to lose weight? I would suggest that you do. If you do that and you sold the packs at full retail, remember you paid $199 for a pack of 3. So you've sold 2 at $130 each. You've now got your money back. It's paid for your business. Your £60 profit, and you've got a product for yourself. So we're teaching people a real simple system. Find 2 customers, and you can essentially get a free business, a free product, and cash in your pocket as well. Crazy. You're not going to see any other company doing that. Other companies might say, hey, you can come in for free, you can do this, but there'll always be the small print where they'll say something like, but to activate your business, you need to do ABC. There's no hidden agenda here. You get started with this pack, you're active in Arix, you're building business straight away, gaining a check, but you can get a free product, a free business, and even £60 cash for joining our business. Think about that for a concept. Okay, so what else? We're excited about this, and if you've not seen some of the tools that we've got available, speak to the person who got you on this. We launched this Saturday. You've been given exclusive rights to get this, like a VIP pre-launch call. So our business works is, you want to position yourself before something goes big. I used to always say, you can either be at the front of money, at the bottom of money, or watch money. That's what's about to happen. And you guys are at the front of the queue, because as the business builds, other people will come underneath you. So that's the power of pre-launch. The system here, even if you don't understand all this, it's simple and duplicatable. You'll get the training, you'll get the tools, you'll get the support. But literally, we've got a system where you don't have to explain this, is that you could say to someone, do you want to lose weight? They would say, yeah. You would show them a video, add them to a group, and the information will be there for them. All you'd have to do is make the initial connection. That's how you create a huge, thriving business. You make it simple and duplicatable. All the tools and training are going to be there, and hopefully, like I said to you at the beginning, you'll see that I've been successful, not once, but twice in 2 different companies. Success leaves clues. I know what I'm doing. The reason I'm successful, because I'm good at teaching people how to make money. So if you guys step into this, be reassured that I've created this system. I know it's going to work, and it can work for you. So the question to you is, do you know 2 people? Do you know 2 people who might want to lose weight? If the answer is yes, then you can get a business for free today, you can get a product for free, and you can get £60 cash in your pocket. So all you have to do right now is get your pack and start earning. It really is as simple as that. So what's next? Simple. You go back to the person who got you on this call, and you say, hey, James explained it. It's real simple. I'm ready to get going, and you enroll on this pack. That's it. For some other people, if you need a bit more information, go back to the person who got you on this and ask for the information about the products or the business. And for some other people, maybe the timing's not right, and I totally respect that, and I appreciate you getting on the call. But for the ones who want to make money right now, for the ones who want to get ahead of the curve, the ones who want to get enrolled on pre-launch, take action right now. Go back to the person and say, hey, James said to say that I'm ready. And I just want to kind of share the screen, or stop sharing the screen, and say to everyone, look, from my perspective, I appreciate you getting on the call. Like I said, this is not unnecessary hype. This is not bravado. We've been successful before. We're about to be very successful again. There's a groundbreaking product. There's a system for you to make money from that product. And my advice is, if you're looking for something, whether it's part-time money, full-time money, you have a chance to be a part of this this huge movement. And I think back to 4 years ago, I was sat in a little flat in the city centre of Manchester, and I was just looking for something more. I didn't know what, but I knew that for things to change, I had to change. I looked at my little girl who was in a cramped little flat, and I was kind of thinking, no one's coming to save us. It's down to me. I found an opportunity. I got to work, and literally, this is not Disney, but it changed our circumstances forever. I've earned 7 figures since I've been in the industry. But more importantly than the money, it's the freedom, the travel, the experiences, the growth, being part of a community, being part of something exciting, having an impact on customers with phenomenal health products. And that's where we're at now. So if you're looking for something, maybe this is the thing, and we'd love to partner with you guys. Either way, I appreciate your time for jumping on the call, because there's a million and one things that you could be doing. And I want to leave you with this one thing, which is really important. Don't let anyone steal your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything. Too many people get sucked into averages and a mediocre life, and you only get one shot at this deal. So just make the most out of it. Find something you can believe in, get to work, and you honestly can create a life of total abundance. My name's James Lavelle. Thanks for your time, and hopefully chat to you guys soon. Cheers.